An iconic aircraft previously consigned to the great scrapyard in the sky is now making a triumphant return.
It's back. The Airbus A380 superjumbo is taking to the skies again. Thanks to a resurgence in air traffic, the world's biggest passenger aircraft has been pulled out of retirement by many airlines, including Emirates and British Airways. And for many, the return of their entire A380 fleets can't happen fast enough. Dubai-based Emirates has by far the world's biggest A380 fleet, followed by Singapore Airlines. In third place comes Lufthansa. Even the Germans are planning to deploy some of their superjumbo planes again. Australia's Qantas and British Airways round up the top 5 list for most A380 aircraft. Lufthansa parked many aircraft in Spain when the COVID-19 pandemic ground air traffic to a halt. The A380 was supposed to be retired for good, thought too big, unprofitable, and bad for the planet. But times have clearly changed, with Lufthansa now planning A380 voyages for summer 2023.
Let's speak to aviation journalist Andreas Speth to get a little bit more about this, because it seems a bit strange to me, Andreas. The problems with the A380 haven't gone away. It's still got those 4 big engines that need lots and lots of fuel, and it's still massive. It's still difficult to fill, as difficult as it was before the pandemic. So why are airlines willing to look past those problems and reinstate it?
I think they're just in urgent need of capacity, and that as fast as possible. So the A380 fleet that was already kind of mothballed and in long-term storage around Europe and elsewhere were the easiest solution. And as you just rightly said, there's a huge surge of demand right now, and it's also foreseeable that that will last until the next season starts. So actually, as it takes quite some time to reactivate them, they'll just be ready in time for the early summer season, meaning spring 2023.
Yes, as you mentioned, it's not an immediate thing. It's not really going to offer any relief to the problems that we're seeing right now at airports, is it? But why does it take so long? I mean, I think Lufthansa is not expecting to bring them back in, like you say, until the middle of next year.
Yes, it takes a full 9 months, the Lufthansa CEO Carsten Spohr told me recently, to reactivate an A380 from so-called deep storage. And deep storage means the aircraft is kept in a airworthy condition on the ground, but still it takes a long time to kind of get it engines run up and kind of get really the technical details and checks being done. It's a huge aircraft after all. On the other hand also, there's a pilot shortage. Lufthansa has just kept 14 A380 captains current, and that's the reason the airline now will base its newly revamped A380s in Munich airport, because that's where the A350s, the more modern aircraft, is based. And their pilots, the A350 pilots, can easily be retrained and cross-trained to also simultaneously fly the A380. That's the reason to pilots and reactivation in technical terms.
So there's a clearly renewed demand for a large aircraft like this, but Airbus isn't making them anymore, and the jumbo jet, the 747's also not being made anymore. So where are they supposed to get these big enough aircraft if they need them, the airlines?
Yeah, that's a very big concern of some airlines, especially Emirates. And yesterday at the Farnborough Air Show in England, there was a high-level panel with the head of IATA. The IATA is the Scheduled Airline Association, and Sir Tim Clark, the Emirates president, and they both agreed. It's really a big omission. It's almost like a sin not to look at all at the moment what the next generation in big aircraft could be. Boeing currently has problems delivering on its largest aircraft that's in production right now, the 777-9, and that's also one of the reasons the A380 is coming back as a stopgap measure. But it's really a big fault of the industry. Emirates says at least that nobody right now looks at any big replacement like in the midterm to long-term future.
Wow, nothing in the pipeline. Andreas Speth, thanks a lot for joining us.
Thank you very much.